Good morning, class. Welcome to another episode of our English 4. We're now on quarter 1, week 7. In our previous lesson, you have learned the use of affixes in getting the meaning of words. So before we move on to our next lesson, again, what is a prefix? A prefix is a group of letters that are used at the beginning of a word to change the word's meaning. What about a suffix? When we say suffix, these are a group of letters added to the end of words to change their meaning. Okay? So today our lesson will be about denotation and connotation. Many words have multiple meanings or can be implied to mean something other than the definition we find in the dictionary. Recognizing the denotative and connotative meaning of words help the readers to understand the text better. So before learning and mastering this lesson, it is important for you to recall the skill of identifying the multiple meaning of words using context clues. So this will help you kids understand their denotative and connotative meaning. So at the end of this lesson, you are expected to, number 1, differentiate denotation from connotation. Another is to identify meanings of words using denotation and connotation. Let's start with learning task number 1. In this learning task, you're going to tell which picture is color blue and which picture tells you emotions of being blue. Okay? Okay, I'll give you 1 minute to process your answer. Go. Okay, so which among these pictures tell you things with color blue? We have, the first one is the whale. Okay, what else? We also have the bird. What else? The blueberries, the car, and of course, the cup. What about the pictures that tell you the feelings or emotions of being blue? We have, yes, that's it, the boys in the picture. Okay? The things with the color blue like the car, the blueberries, bird, fish, and cup, and of course the whale refers to the meaning of the blue color. While the feeling of being blue refers to the emotion of being sad like the boy in the picture who is sad. This time, let's have learning task number 2. In this learning task, you're going to choose the correct word that completes the sentences. Write your answers in your notebook. Number 1. Filipinos are blank for their delicious adobo. Noted, notorious, or famous? Yes, the correct answer is letter C, famous. 2. Traffic causes cars to slow blank. Speeds, velocities, or meter? The answer is letter A, speeds. Traffic causes cars to slow speeds. 3. The headline indicated that 100,000 pesos was blank from the grocery. Taken, stolen, or hold up? It's letter B, stolen. Number 4. Summer is unbelievably blank even at night time. A, sultry, B, dry, C, hot? The answer is C. It's unbelievably hot. 5. Father tenderly blinked at his newborn baby. A. Smirk. B. Smiled. C. Laugh. The answer is letter B. Smiled. 6. COVID-19 particles are so blank we can't see by our bare eyes. Letter B. Minute. 7. Tim saves his money. He is a blank person. The answer is wiser. This should be wise since Tim is not being compared to another person. So he is a wise person. 8. My mother collects blank furniture that costs a fortune. Old, antique, or new? The answer is antique. 9. Homeless people are blank to death during the pandemic. Hungry, starving, thirsty. The answer is starving. And last, number 10, I have a blank full of old designs. I have a house full of old designs. Okay, so that's it. This time we'll have learning task number 3. You're going to read each of the following sentences. So in your notebook, copy and underline the word in the parentheses that best fits the sentence. So since the answers are already flashed here on the screen, you may just check your outputs if you got the correct answers. The words box in red are the answers for this learning task. Learning task number 4. In this learning task, you're going to choose the word inside a box that fits the sentence. Write your answers in your notebook. Kay blanked the puppy to her neighbor before going on a trip. The answer is left. Grandmother was very blank during the wedding ceremony. The answer is modest. 3. The blank man just waits for a long time for his lap. The answer is lazy. If you're blank in asking for help, you will have it. The answer is persistent. And number 5, the blank dilapidated building belongs to my great-grandfather. That is old. So when we say denotation class, this is the specific or exact and concrete meaning of a word. So this is the meaning you will find in the dictionary. It is denotation if the usual meaning in the dictionary is being used. What about connotation? So connotation is an idea or quality that a word makes you think about in addition to its meaning. So it refers to the emotions associated with the word. Sometimes it has cultural implications. So it can be positive or negative. So it is connotation if the emotional, contextual, cultural meaning attached to a word is being used. Okay, so let's have these examples. We have here sentence A and sentence B. So in sentence A, we have this sentence. Sam's chicken won the grand prize in the contest. It was the heaviest chicken in the fair. For sentence number 2, what's the matter? Are you chicken? Sam's friends asked him when he didn't join the pole climbing contest. They didn't know that he is afraid of heights. What did you notice with the meaning of the word chicken in both sentences? So how do their meanings presented to the readers? So in sentence A, the word chicken means bird and it is the literal meaning of the word that you can find in the dictionary. So this is what we call denotation. In sentence B, This gives the meaning of the word chicken as afraid. So what's the matter? Are you chicken? So when we say chicken, it means afraid or coward. So it is the emotion associated to the word chicken, and this is what we call now connotation. So knowing the connotative meaning of a word can lead you to be more tactful. It also leads you to use a more appropriate word to narrate what is really happening. So sentence A here is the denotation and sentence B is the connotation. So chicken in sentence A means bird, while chicken in sentence B means afraid or coward. Let's have another example. She's my baby. What is the denotative meaning of the word baby in this sentence? She's my baby. So the denotative meaning is that the baby as an infant. Okay? So the denotative definition is based on the literal definition of the word baby. What about the connotative meaning of the word baby? It could be girlfriend. So when we say connotative, this is the figurative or emotional meaning of the word. Let's have more of this as we go on with the different learning tasks we have in this lesson. So this time, let's have learning task number 5. So in this learning task, you're going to copy and underline the appropriate words in the parentheses that best portray connotation. Number 1. Our trip to Sampaloc Lake was fine, wonderful. Wonderful. 2. We saw fascinating, weird fish caught by the fishermen. Fascinating. 3. Some of the children at the park made hilarious, amusing faces. Amusing. 4. Brave, strong teenagers rode on the bicycle. Brave. 5. Everyone had a smirk on their faces on the way home. Smile. 6. We bought cheap, inexpensive street foods. Cheap. 7. I ate a moist, wet siopaw. The answer is moist. 8. Teo D nagged us to go to the pond at the center of the park. Reminded. 9. The children at the playground were comical, silly. It's comical. And number 10, it made me feel joyful, happy. Let's have learning task number 6. In this task, you're going to denote the meaning of the following words using a dictionary. Write your answers in your notebook. So what is the meaning of the word fascinating in your dictionary? So fascinating means extremely interesting. What about hilarious? It could mean very funny. Smirk. Smirk could be I smile in a silly way. Comical. Comical means humorous or just plain funny. And last is silly. When we say silly, it means foolish. For learning task number 7, you're going to write the denotative and connotative meaning of the words here. So, example, cheap. The denotation is low in price. The connotative meaning is frugal. So you will be given 5 minutes to do this task. Okay, here are the answers for the words we have in learning task number 7. This may vary depending on the dictionary you are using for the denotation, and for the connotation, meanings has already been posted here. Okay, I hope you got it right too. So this time we'll move on to the next learning task. Okay, we have learning task number 8. So in this learning task, you're going to use the 10 items below in your own sentences. Write your answers in your notebook. So we have here the word skinny. If you're going to use the word skinny, how would you use it? For me, this is how I use the word skinny. He was a skinny little cowboy. Inexpensive. The furniture is inexpensive but well made. What about stylish? She is slender and stylish. Stubborn. He was too stubborn to admit that he was wrong. Determined. She's determined to put her new ideas into practice. What about peace? Good manners help to keep peace in society. Wisdom. Without wisdom, a person cannot make the best decisions. Knowledge. He read many books to increase his knowledge. Purity. The white color is a symbol of purity. And last, bean. We ate rice and beans for dinner. Now we'll have the last learning task. Learning task 9. For each item below, you're going to encircle the word that provides connotative meaning. Meanwhile, box the word that demonstrate denotative meaning. I hope you guys got 10 in this item. 1 check for each item only. Okay? So, thank you so much for today, kids. I hope you have learned something from today's lesson. See you all next time.